my next target, and then I'll this.
Welcome to the Crypto Angel channel. Better late than never. I'll also be live Wednesday and Friday as well. Wednesday night and Friday morning. But let's look at what the crypto market is doing right now. Bitcoin is taking a dump to the downside. So let's look at this really quickly before it continues. Right now, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, I did just refresh this. Let me check the sound on YouTube really quickly. The sound looks to be good. So right now, it does look like Bitcoin is back in green. We were in extreme green for a very brief period of time, but now we're just back in the green. So again, something to watch. But the best thing is that we're not in extreme greed anymore. Yesterday it says greed as well. I'm pretty sure we were in extreme greed for some time, at least for a day. Let's go over and look at Bookmap. Right now, Bookmap does look like we have liquidity to the downside. We have liquidity at about 117,000 to the downside, and we also have liquidity on the weekly at 100K. I don't know if we ever go back down to 100K until the end of the bull market, but we will see. If we went back down to $100,000 and tested that level as support, that would be pretty bullish for me, in my opinion. As always, guys, if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know and we'll look at them. But for right now, let's go over and look at what Bitcoin is doing on the daily time frame, and then we'll work our way down to the smaller time frame. I'll turn the music down a little bit. The all-time high for Bitcoin as of yesterday was about $123,230. And if you look in the daily time frame, you are starting to curve down on the stock RSI, but you're still breaking out of this flag. Now the question is, now that the stock RSI is curving down on the daily time frame, are we going to break out? Are we going to retest this and get a bounce here? So here's a possible scenario. You come back down, test this breakout zone at 108K, and then you get the bounce if we're bullish, or you get the breakdown if we're bearish. That does happen quite a bit. You break out, and then you come back and retest the breakout zone as support and get the bounce. That would be very bullish to me. The 12-hour time frame in a downtrend, the 8-hour time frame, that's bullish on the 8-hour. That's oversold pretty quickly. Not completely oversold, but that's getting close. The 6-hour is almost completely oversold, and the 4-hour is almost completely oversold. So, I mean, to me, I like what I'm seeing. I think that we're going to maybe retest 108K as the bullish, as a breakout zone. That would be pretty good. To me, that'd be a great place to retest. We'll see what happens. But to me, I do see a little more downside short term on Bitcoin. And remember, I see the next support not until about 112,300. Do we go back down to that level? Bookmap says we at least go down to 117 tonight or tomorrow. We didn't quite hit that breakout, the measure move of 126,000, but in general, we did get that nice move up to about almost 123.5. So right now, I see more downside action for Bitcoin. Bitcoin just lost a 15-minute 200-day moving average. Right now, you could see a nice bounce here. We'll see if that happens. The half hour just lost a 200 as well. Are we really going to go for the 1 hour 200 at 114? That seems probable to me. So right now, I'm more bearish than bullish. I would be looking for more downside into tomorrow. Maybe super short term, like on the 5-minute, we get some kind of bounce here. But in general, I think we could go retest 114K minimum would be the next target for me. So we'll see what happens. The 1 hour at 200 would be the next target, though, at $114,000. And usually when you ever... we went up over 10% in a week, so we are due for some kind of pullback. $114,000 at some point in the next 24 hours would be a pretty healthy correction back to the downside, and it would still be bullish in my opinion. As long as Bitcoin doesn't lose 108K, I still am happy with where we're at for crypto and for Bitcoin, and if we do go down slightly more, it's just another chance to accumulate more Bitcoin. So, in general, I do see more of a pullback coming. Maybe we go back up to 119 before we continue lower, but $114,000 would not surprise me if we saw that sometime Tuesday or Wednesday. So, if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know. I just wanted to do a quick update on Bitcoin before we dove into anything else. Oh gosh, guys, come on. Yeah, so that is kind of my update. I do see a little more downside coming for Bitcoin. Guys, I really appreciate it if you guys hit the likes. It's the absolute least that you guys could do. I do appreciate it. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it does look more probable that we do get a move to the downside. Also, if you guys want to hit the share button, I guess that would help as well. So that does look more probable. Now, if you look at the really small time frames, like the 5-minute, it does look possible we get the bounce, but even the 1 minute's well below the 200. So until the 1 minute at least crosses back above 119.2, $119,200. I mean, there's really no chance of a recovery until we at least see some kind of bounce on the 1 minute. And that is $1,000 away. So until we really see a move above 119.2, I'm not really loving this bounce to the upside. If we get back above 119,200, then I could be looking for maybe a recovery bounce or that being a higher low. But as of right now, if this then that, if we stay below $119,200, I see $114,000 coming for Bitcoin sooner rather than later, and that is my short-term analysis on Bitcoin. Guys, I appreciate it if you guys hit the likes. It's the least you guys can do. I do appreciate it. And again, I'll be back live Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time and Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, as I will be out of town Saturday and Monday of next week. So to make up for those live streams, I'll be going live Wednesday and Friday of this week. But yeah, I just see more downside for Bitcoin unless we get back above 119,200. So we'll see what happens. That's my update. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below. And we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So, again, appreciate if you guys hit the likes. I don't understand what's going on. There's no love in the chat. If you guys have requests, let me know. We'll look at them. I did see a stock that was doing pretty good. SoFi is doing pretty good on the 4-hour time frame. So this is a stock market play. It's still kind of flagging out, so maybe it's not quite a buy just yet. It's kind of going sideways, or at least today it did. But this is a possible idea for the next flag on SoFi. It is a stock, and it does look probable that we get a continuation here. Or continuing to the upside. This could take SoFi up to about $25. That's a nice scalp. That's a nice swing trade if it takes till Friday. We'll see. It's something to have on your radar for the rest of the week. SOFI. That is the ticker. And it says Toaster joined and hasn't sent gifts. Well, Toaster, you better send some gifts. I'm not sure why it says that. Anyways, yeah, so SoFi is one I have on my radar. BBAI is another one. I think both of these were requests like 2 weeks ago. But I do see, I think SoFi looks really good. The stock, SoFi looks really good for a move up. This one, maybe. This is a falling wedge here, so maybe you get some love and you get a bounce. But in general, right now, SoFi looks a little bit better to me, but this could look pretty good. I don't love how fast the 4 hours is getting overbought or getting close to being overbought. So to me, the move isn't quite there for BBAI yet for a move up. But I do think probably sometime later this month, this probably does go to $11. BBAI. So these are two stocks that I would have on your radar. Not financial advice, just what I'm watching in the stock market. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm about to restart my channel on TikTok if I don't get some love. I mean, this is a joke. Zero likes. It's pretty sad. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty bad. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. If there's no one requesting anything, I'll be back live Wednesday, and I'll see you guys then. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Time is the next time I'll be live. And if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know. Otherwise, that's kind of what I want to go over. Just a quick market update on what Bitcoin's doing. Again, just to recap Bitcoin. If you don't break $119,200, I see $114,000 being the next stop. Maybe we just get a V-shaped recovery back up. But for right now, I would not long unless we break $119,200. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. It was pretty simple analysis tonight. If you don't break this level right here, it doesn't seem very safe to long. And yeah, that's my update. That's kind of where I see Bitcoin going lower, unless you get back above 119. So on the higher time frames, I obviously now this all-time high up here at 123,250 is going to be pretty strong resistance. So that is going to be some resistance at that level. So when we do go back up there later, hopefully again later this year, which I believe will very likely happen, I don't think the bull runs over by any means. 123K and change is going to be pretty strong resistance, I would say. Your previous all-time high at 112K was pretty strong resistance. I would presume 123K will be pretty strong resistance as well. Now I don't know if it takes 2 more months to go back above that level. I don't think it does, but that is that when we go retest that level now that we've had such a huge rejection off that level, I do think that's going to be pretty strong resistance. All right, guys, this is a joke. So I'm going to end the live stream. You guys better be back here on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Time with some more love. This is pretty embarrassing. You guys have embarrassed yourselves today. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I see downside for Bitcoin, and that's kind of my analysis. This could even be a rising wedge on the 1 minute time frame. So at the end of the day, I would just be looking for more downside on Bitcoin, unless you break $119,200. And yeah, that's my update. I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, trade safe. The trend's your friend until the end. As of right now, the smaller time frames, the trend is to the downside, and that's what I'd be going off of. Once you in breakouts, I would be watching the smaller time frames. After Bitcoin breaks an all-time high, I would be again watching the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, and that's kind of where I stand. So if we see 114,000 later this week, to me that'd be pretty bullish for a retest of that breakout zone. So that's all I got. I hope you guys have a great night, and I hope I see more of you guys on Wednesday night. Cheers and have a great night. Adios. That's fucking sad. I fucking